Hey, my name's Liz and I sell on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, and I am back with another thrift haul. I have quite a few pieces today. I think my total ended up being like $240, which is definitely more than I usually spend at this store. I try to go once a week, the day that they change their sale colors. And I took my time going through some of the sections that I don't always look through. I was there only a few days ago, so I didn't look through the dresses and the jeans much, besides some skimming. And the long dresses I did look through, but I didn't go through like the 4 aisles of short dresses, which takes a lot of time. So I did go through blouses and pants and some other areas. So let's jump right in. I'll tell you how much I got them for, and I don't have any of it listed yet, but hopefully we'll have some images here to show you of what I did list them for. So now this is a top from Citizen of Humanity, which is a jeans brand that I haven't picked up in a very long time, but I thought the style of this top was really cute with this like ruffle collar, long sleeve with kind of that same ruffle at the hem. And I had a feeling that this may have been an Anthro piece, and when I looked it up, it was. So there was only a few listed and a couple sold, and the ones that sold had all gone for over $60, which I was pretty surprised by. But hopefully this, I can get at least 40 for it. I'd be happy. I paid $8, and I think this is a fun fall style, so we'll see how that does. It's honestly been at least 3 years since I've picked that brand up in any aspect. Some more Anthro. This is Maeve, and these I really only got because they were just $3, but they're a pair of pull-on patterned, I guess kind of straight leg pants. They're like a knit material. They have a little bit of wear to them, but they're still pretty good. And I wouldn't have picked these up if they were any more than $5. I don't know if there's a size though, which stinks, because these will be kind of annoying to measure. But we'll see how these do. I'm hoping I can just get like 20 for these and that they'll be just some fun fall pants. This is just for my husband, just a plain gray sweatshirt. I think it's just like Walmart or Target, but I only paid $4 for it. And he manages to stain all of his sweatshirts, so I'm fine with just $4 for that one for him. I did get a handful of kids pieces today, and there was so many girls size 12, Janny and Jack, and Hannah Anderson pieces, but they were just mostly too expensive, so I had to leave them behind. But hopefully in a couple weeks they'll be there once they're on sale. But this one is Mini Bowden. I love the pattern of it. It's like a sweatshirt material. It does have a little bit of wear on the blue, but it wasn't bad enough that I thought I shouldn't get it. And this one was only $4, so I'll look to get like 18 on this, I imagine. I got a couple Disney things today too, which I love picking up Disney stuff. I like Disney, and it usually sells pretty well for me when I can find Disney park stuff, which is what these are. And I halfway thought they were gonna be LuLaRoe when I saw them, but I figured I'd check anyway, and was surprised to see that they are Disney parks. They are like Mickey balloons on these leggings. I only paid like $3 for these, and I've sold a pair or two of Disney leggings before, I think. They will probably only get me like 15 to 18, but hopefully they're a pretty quick sale and they're just fun, and these won't take up too much space in my storage. And this is a maxi dress, and one that I couldn't find a ton of information about, but it seemed worth the risk. So it's called TJD, the Jet Set Diaries. New with tags, which is mostly why I did end up grabbing it. So it's like a wrap dress with a halter neck, And then this kind of darker floral print. There were comps all over the place from like $12 to $150 for similar pieces. So I did pay $15 for this, which is kind of a lot, but since it's brand new and it's a maxi dress, I'm hoping that I can at least get $50 for it, but we'll see if I can, you know, do even better than that. But I thought it was a pretty piece, and these kind of fall colors, you know, make it a little more seasonally appropriate. Next up is a brand that I was kind of surprised to see this piece from. That is Outer Known. Get that to focus. The last couple times I've found it, it's a very expensive brand and it usually does pretty well. I paid about $6 for this, but it's like a terry cloth romper. And it like snaps up the front, has a belt. The comps were in like the $50 to $60 range for this, but there was only new with tags sold and new with tags listed. This one's not new with tags, so that is kind of strange, but it must be a fairly current piece then for there not to be used ones listed. So yeah, we'll see. I paid, I think I said like $6 for it, and if I get like 30, that's fine. I have one pair of shoes here, and these are Madewell. They are size 9, and they are definitely brand new, which is mostly why I grabbed them. Madewell shoes don't always do great for me, although I did sell a pair of ballet flats within like 2 hours of listing them yesterday from Madewell, but they were a very current style and very trendy. So I paid $6 for these. Hopefully I can get the annoying Sharpie from the store off, but I thought these were nice for being brand new. I'll probably aim to list them about 30 and see what we can get for them, but if these were used, I probably would have left them behind. Another kids piece, this one is Janny and Jack, more of a holiday style with this like faux fur neckline and like sparkly white. This one was just $5, size 2T, and that's more of the range that I'm looking to pay for kids clothes when I am buying them from the regular thrift store. I do pick up lots of kids clothes at the bins, but my thrift store's prices on kids stuff is not as good as it should be, especially because they have a ton of it, but this one, not bad. Then I'm probably gonna keep this one for myself. This is Barefoot Dreams, which a few years ago I would have been so excited to find. I actually found 2 other pieces today that I left behind. This one I've never seen before. It's like a quarter zip, so I thought this would just be a nice cozy piece for me for fall and winter. Paid about $7.50 for it, and yeah, maybe this style would do okay. I have no idea. I didn't even look up comps because I knew I was planning to just keep it. But it is kind of cuter and more modern than some of the cardigans and that kind of stuff. Another dress, and I knew what this was as soon as I saw the pattern, and that is Reformation, which is the second time in like 2 weeks that I've found a long Reformation dress at this store. I own this dress in a different pattern, and this one's a size 8, which is great. I paid $10 for it, and I will list this for probably $80 if I had to guess. And it's gonna sit for a while because this is definitely spring, summer, but I will always pick up Reformation. And this one is kind of a style-based pickup, and also the price was great. This is Abercrombie, and this is older Abercrombie. I'm gonna say this is like 2010 type Abercrombie. It is that utility jacket style. They were very popular in green when I was in like college. This one I paid just $3 for, and it should go for at least 30 just based on this style, which is crazy. But But yeah, this one should do pretty well. Another jacket, this one is actually a Theory blazer, and this is a really nice women's style jacket. It's double-breasted and like a more oversized length and fit, and it's a size 12. It is the Power Jacket in pinstripe knit. I didn't look up comps on this because I just knew it was worth me grabbing. I paid $8 for this. And I'm kind of surprised they didn't put it in the men's section because it definitely has a men's jacket feel to it, but I don't usually look in the men's blazers, so I'm glad they didn't mess that up. The men's blazers is a great section to look through. There's so many good brands, especially at this store, but it takes forever to go through because usually the brands of men's jackets are like inside the hip area, so you have to open each one. They're usually buttons, so you have to like dig in them. It takes forever, so it's not a section I go through unless the store is like totally crazy or I'm really like digging for finds. But this one is a sweater from Rag & Bone, and I think this will do pretty well. It feels so nice. It is merino wool, polyamide, mohair, and alpaca. So it's only an extra small, but I think this is perfect for this time of year. Paid $10 for this. We'll probably aim to list it for about $60. And you can see this is when you always know that it has like Angora or mohair in it. It has that really fuzzy look. And this is a bodysuit from the brand Nudes, which is an influencer's brand. That's why I have heard of it. And I sold a sweatshirt from the brand once before. They're really, I think they only do solid colors and everything is pretty basic, but that sweatshirt sold really quickly for me, so hopefully this does as well. It definitely has like Skims dupe vibes to it, and I only paid $3 for that. Then more Disney. This is a Spirit jersey, and I will always pick up Spirit jerseys. This one is blue and silver glittery. I'm guessing this is Tomorrowland. This is a Disneyland one. I'll pick up Disney World or Disneyland. Spirit jerseys are the shirts that always have a spell out across the back. And then the real Disney ones will have Disney and Spirit jersey on the tag. So this one's a medium. I think this is probably like a Tomorrowland themed one, but I haven't looked it up. I paid $7.50 for it. Still get at least $30 for it, and they usually sell pretty quickly. Some more Disney. I spotted these at the checkout, and these are Ursula ears, and they are in excellent condition. They have the Disney tag on them still, so I know that they're actually from the parks. I have no idea how much these will go for. My sister has quite a collection of ears, so I don't know if she would have any interest in these or not, but I hope to be able to sell these for like $20 if they're not like rare and collectible, which they could be. And then I think this crown is just trash that was in there with them. I think this is a 60th birthday crown, but bought it for these, and I think they were only $2.99, which is great. They're usually like $35 in the park. This is Mason. He's being a menace, so hopefully he will just stay here and sit with us for the rest of the video. This is another sweater, and this one is from the brand Peruvian Connection, which I do not find too often, but it is usually 100% Pima cotton for the pieces. This one is a brown turtleneck. It's kind of a mix between just a shirt and a sweater, like it's pretty lightweight. But I think this was only a couple dollars. Yeah, I only paid $3 for this. So hopefully we'll aim to get at least 30 on this piece. And this is a dress brand that you should definitely know, and that is JessaKae. And they make very expensive dresses. They're usually very feminine and girly, and usually on the more modest side. The brand's based out of Utah, so they're probably Mormon, but they're usually almost always midi and maxi length dresses. So this one is no different. This is in a cherry print, kind of a pin-up-y style. I will definitely use that word. Size large, which is great. I have bought this brand for myself before, so I know how expensive they are. This dress was probably almost $200, and I paid $18 for it, but I know that I should get over $60 for that one. More kids. This is Janny and Jack again. This is a newer tag from them than that square one. This one is a size 8, and it's a little smocked dress, kind of a Hill House style. This will probably sit for a while because it's definitely a summer piece, but I only paid $3 for it, which I thought was a great price for them, for Janny and Jack. And when I found this, I thought it was going to be the best find of the day, but I think another one is actually better. So this is going to be really hard to see, but the brand, this tag is really hard to see, but the brand is called The Row, which is insanely expensive. Their pieces are very boring, quiet luxury style. This is a sweater that's kind of a tunic length. I found this brand once before. I think I found it at the bins actually. That sweater sold for $150-ish, I believe. This one is also, that one was like a tunic length too. But they both have not had material tags in them, which I find kind of strange that neither of them have. This definitely has cashmere. If I had to guess, I would say cashmere and like Angora or mohair in it as well. But really beautiful piece. I will probably aim to list this in that $150 to $200 range again, which is just crazy for a plain brown sweater. But yeah, I wonder why neither of them have had material tags. Maybe they have like very itchy tags or like really thick ones or something. I don't know, but thought that was interesting. Then this is a dress brand that I have enjoyed picking up. That is Meshki. And I usually find like dresses you would wear to a wedding or a cocktail party from them. This one needs some major steaming, but it's like a champagne color. Full length dress, new with tags. I paid $10 for this, and it's called the Calliope one shoulder maxi dress in champagne. This probably retailed for about $200, and these pieces are usually very popular on my platforms. They get lots of likes and attention, so we'll probably aim in like the $60 to $80 range on that. And this is a piece that I only knew to pick up because I like this line, and this is Abercrombie & Fitch's NFL collection. This is from the Bengals. I own 4 sweatshirts from this collab with all Giants ones, but they make like the most comfortable sweatshirts in this collab, and they're actually cute, whereas most women's NFL stuff is not really the cutest. So this one is the Bengals. I don't care what team it is, any of them will do well. Paid $13 for this. They retail for about $100, and depending on if they still sell this specific one or not will depend on what I end up pricing it at, but it'll be at least $50. Then we have some Eileen Fisher that's new with tags. I can't believe they didn't price up because they usually do. These are a pair of like rust orange paper bag pants. They say Tencel viscose crepe on them, and they're the musk straight pant in a 1X, which is even better because bigger size Eileen Fisher does the best. And I only paid $7.50 for these. So for them being brand new and only $7.50, I thought that was great. I do not pick up a ton of Eileen Fisher. I don't have the best luck selling it, and also I much prefer to use stock photos, and so many of their pieces are just like a black dress, and I can't figure out, they don't have style codes or anything, and I can't figure out what they are, and I don't find their pieces like good to photograph without having that stock image, so I struggle a little bit with their pieces, but those I should be able to photograph or hopefully find a stock image for them. Then I found some vintage Coach, which I haven't found in such a long time. This is the mini belt bag, and it is very small. It has the hang tag. I did pay $20 for this, which is a lot, but the comps were from like 90 to 150, and this is in quite good shape. It's kind of a weird opening. Okay, so you like pull up to open the snap, but it has the creed and the code inside. It has this strap, and then it also has like, you can put it as like a fanny pack style. It's a made in US one, so I think that means it is quite old. That will help me as well. And I'm probably gonna aim to list this at like $130 or so. And even though I paid $20 for it, I know that was worth it. So I was really excited to find this little guy. I love vintage Coach, and it's been a very long time since I've come across one. More kids. So this one is a Disney Hannah Anderson. So the collabs from Hannah Anderson usually do quite well. This one has a big Minnie Mouse on it. This is a style that a little girl could totally wear to the parks or just, you know, every day. $8 on this, which I wouldn't have paid if it wasn't a Disney collab, but I think that will help it do really well. And it's a size 10, which is on the like bigger size end of what I'm willing to pick up for pieces that look very kid-like like that. I don't really pick up size 12s that are kind of younger looking because I just don't have as much luck selling them. This one is a Hannah Anderson size 8 too, and this one has the fun skirt. This one I only paid $4 for, which I was happy with. And that one is fun. And then the last piece is a brand that has been on my bucket list for quite a long time, and that is Mackage. And this is a jacket brand that you should definitely be aware of. This jacket retailed for about $1,100. I paid $40 for it, which is paying up, but I don't think they even had any idea what they had. They just saw that it was a nice jacket. They didn't know this brand because they would have had it priced way higher. But this is called the Nori Trench, and it has like a double collar style and then a belt that is leather, and I think it's real leather. It has 2 zippers, I believe. Yeah, it has like an inside and an outside zipper, which is great for keeping you warm. And I am really excited about this. The comps were so strange though, because for these jackets from this brand, and this is wool, but they also have puffers. And for the wool jackets, like, they retail for so much money, and all the Poshmark for sale listings are hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but the comps were only like $100, $60, and I don't know why. I have to do a little bit of more research, but I'm pretty sure if the comps really aren't there for this, which would really shock me because this is a current jacket. Like, it's still for sale in a couple sizes on Saks for like $800. And it's so nice. Like, this is such a nice style. It's not dated or ugly or anything. I'll send it to the Real and get good money for it. But I'm hoping I can sell it myself because I'd like to list it for like $600. But I'll have to do a little more research. I saw one on Mackage listed for $850. So just crazy prices. And obviously this is the right time of year to have this piece. So hopefully I can get some great money for this one. But yeah, so I think this was a really exciting haul. I found a few great seasonal pieces that I'm really excited to list. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.